Hey guys, today's video is going to be on installing the Grassroots oil filter relocation kit with the oil cooler and the thermostatic inline valve. So let's get started. Okay, first things first, you have these brass fittings here and over here. So you want to take these out. If you're not using these holes, take these out and either use thread sealant or Teflon tape on these. I'm gonna use the thread sealant. This is what I use at work in the professional industry for heavy duty stuff. Yeah, it's just a paste that cures over time and it's gonna seal up. So I'm gonna do that to all four, and we'll get that going. Okay, so now that I got this ready, they also supplied 2 OEM Nissan gasket. So I'm gonna put that in there and then take out the fucking OEM oil block there. So I'm gonna have to go in here and take out the OEM one and install the adapter in there. It's gonna be a little tight, so just do that and then we'll go to the next step. The bolts that we are taking out is basically it's gonna be like on the OEM one, it's gonna be these 4 bolts. And to take that out, you're gonna need a Allen key, 6mm. So take those 4 out and you can remove the piece. To remove the sensor, I got a deep socket here. This is 1 inch and a 16. I'm sure there's some in metric. I don't have a metric this deep, so I'm gonna use 1 inch and 16 and turn that off. Remember to lube up your gasket. I use a O-ring lube. You can use oil, I guess. Anything. I think will help. Next step is to mount my oil filter relocation piece here. But I was looking around and it's kind of tight. I want to mount it a certain way just for routing the lines and everything. So I'm gonna make my own bracket actually, but I'll show you where I kind of want it. So you can see that's where my inline thermostatic plate is, and then my filter, I'm probably gonna put it like right here. So I'm gonna make a big bracket out of aluminum and I'll be able to mount both of these in this location, and then I think we'll be good here. It'll be clean. I couldn't use the bracket they supplied, but it would be mounted like this. And the way the orientation of these lines is, I mean you can make it work. I just don't like it. I'm gonna do it my own way, just because I'm picky. And then hopefully it'll turn out all right. So I'm gonna start making my shit. Okay guys, cut some metal, drill some holes, did a little bit of welding. Check this out, man. Not the best welds. I don't have enough weld time, but this is my bracket. I'll show you how it looks like once it's mounted. Let me know what you think. So I chose this location because since I tubbed I got nowhere to mount up here. I don't want to drill any holes in there. And then in there, it's gonna be like for fuel pressure regulator and stuff. So I think here'd be all right. And plus I'm doing an oil change. If it gets dirty, it'll be dirty down there. Get a closer look here. It is a little tight with that lower radiator hose, but I think I can make it work. And just put some protection around that hose so it doesn't rub away. That bracket is using the 3 factory holes with the nuts that was welded on the inside of the frame. I don't want to drill any new holes and use rib nut and all that, right? Like I don't want to start exposing more bare metal for potential rust in the future, but making it so you can utilize the factory holes I think is a bonus. Not the greatest weld, but she will hold. And then so that lower radiator hose, it is a little close to everything, but I was just making my game plan. It looked like I can route the hose, these lines to the block no problem. and then maybe use some more holes over here and have clamps to hold the AN line in position, but it'll be good. Yeah, there we go, guys. Now I'm gonna make my lines and cut them to size. Okay guys, so next is to cut my lines to the right length. So right now I have 3 hoses, and if I cut one of these in half, they'll turn into 2, which makes it fucking 4, and then one more of these, I'll make it a total of 5. So 5 hoses is what we need, and some of these are long. So if you want a nice clean look, you might want to cut them and then redo them based on how you're gonna install it. So I'm gonna try to make it tidy. Definitely give it a little slack for movement and room for adjustments, I guess. But yeah, I'm just gonna measure and get started. Okay guys, so this was keeping me up all night. You know, it's like things are going good, and I just didn't like the way my oil filter is mounted. This is my issue, look. Okay, so we got the oil filter located there. The problem is, I don't get to pre-fill this oil filter when I'm changing my oil, right? And then it's gonna suck where it drains. I mean, I could put stuff on here, protect, you know, the parts from getting oil on it, but the main thing is I can't pre-fill this oil filter. I don't like that. So I'm gonna come up with a new idea here. So I'll be right back. All right, so I finally made my new bracket. It only took like 6 hours. So check this out. Okay, we're not going here anymore with that oil filter. I'm gonna keep this here though. So I'll make another bracket with the angle iron. I'll make another one there, mount that there. That is the thermostatic valve, I guess you call it. And then down there, shit, sorry, I don't have proper lighting, guys, but it's where she's gonna sit, right? I do my oil filter change, I can drain it, and then it'll be all right. I'll just bag this off, and then oil goes straight down. Fuel filter, easy access. Plus, I need a fuel filter mount bracket anyways, because my fuel line is gonna go through here and down the chassis. But you know, 2-in-1 kind of deal, and I think it was good. So continue on. We gotta do the AN lines, so I'll do that in a minute here. Okay, so my bracket's made for my oil cooler, and then I have another bracket up here, so she's not moving anywhere, it's stiff. But my issue now is trying to put the hose on for this bottom part. This might be in the way. It might be touching, but so I'm just gonna roll this back a bit. But it's just a little tight. And my problem for that is because my radiator, as you can see, I did move it forward. So she's pretty close to the oil cooler. I mean, if that radiator wasn't so much forward, I can move the oil cooler further back. So, just gonna do a little more mod, roll this piece back a bit, and then we'll go to making the lines. Okay, so you see me do the work. I'm gonna show you what the result is. Check this out. So you go at a line here, which is gonna come from the block, and that's from the oil pump. It's gonna pump through here, go into this filter here, and it's gonna go through the filter. It's gonna come out clean, run through here into the thermostatic bypass valve. So the engine oil is still cool. It's gonna run through here, loop back up, follow this line, and back into the engine. But if the engine oil gets hot enough, and the thermostatic valve does this thing, it's gonna force oil through the bottom line. So this bottom line here, the oil is going through here, still warm. It's gonna cool. It's gonna have to go through back here, run through here, back into the thermostatic valve, and then run through here, and then into the engine, nice and cool. Alright guys, that took me like a couple days to do because I'm not always on it. Try to do my best, but if you find that helpful, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, send me a PM if you have any questions, and I'll try to answer to my best ability. But you know, it's all a learning experience from here, so you know, tune back for more. Like, I'm gonna get this thing started up soon. It's coming. I know it's coming, so hopefully you guys can witness this fucking car start up. Till next time.